Hello and welcome, solvers, thinkers, and seekers. You are tuned into Mystery and Mind Games, brought to you by STUDIO77, and I'm your amazing host, TKD. And this is a show that doesn't just tell you what occurred, it dares you to figure out, so I challenge you to think about it and decode the mystery behind it. And today, we're opening a book, not just any book, a book that no one can read, that no language can read, not the one they are taught in school, the one you forgot in school. It is called the Voynich Manuscript. And this is a manuscript that has been written for over 600 years, and for years that has been difficult for even codebreakers, linguists, mystics, and even modern AI to decode what is inside. It is a book filled with plants, pictures of women bathing in green pools, and so many more. So let's dive into it. What is the Voynich Manuscript, and why is it so hard for people to decode it over the years? So what is the Voynich Manuscript? Imagine a book that looks ancient, parchment pages, and written illustrations, and faded ink. Now, that same book is filled with unknown symbols of no language, different drawings of time that do not exist, images of women bathing in green pool liquid with tubes like veins of galaxies that connect them. It contains cosmosmic diagrams that defied known astronomy. This is the Voynich Manuscript. It was discovered in 1912 by Voynich, a rare book dealer. It is believed to have been written in the early 40s. And today, nobody knows why it was written, by who, and for what purpose. You see, this book is real. You can visit it at the Yale University Voynich Library. Scholars over the years have tried to decode it, and the more you try to decode it, the harder it becomes. So that is where the mind game comes in. What's the purpose of this book? Why was it written? What does the pictures resemble? That's where the mind game comes, because the more you try to decode it, the harder it stares back at you and saying try to solve it. And that is somehow because before that it has defied even modern day AI for over 700 years. Shows that it's a book that has been written maybe out of this world, or maybe by aliens, like some people claim it to be, or maybe it was meant not to be also be decoded. Because tell me why even the professional linguists, mystics are not able to decode what this book is all about. And the issue is that you can even analyze every inch of what this book is. You can see it, and it sees, what knows what to say till date. It's 21st century where there's high tech and so many things. And that's somehow because what is it about? What is the Voynich Manuscript? Imagine a book that looks ancient, parchment pages filled with handwritten books. Now imagine this same book filled with languages that are from unknown sources, drawings of plants that is not from this earth, images of women bathing in strange green liquid with tubes that connect them like veins and galaxies, cosmic diagrams that will defy the known astronomy. This is the Voynich Manuscript. It was discovered by Wilfred Voynich in 1912, which is a rare book dealer. And this book is believed to be written in the 14th century. Why was it written? Nobody knows. For who? And why is it even existing? And why is it so hard today for people to decode it? And here is where the mind game starts, because this book is real. You can even visit it at the Yale University Library. Scholars have tried to analyze every inch of it, and still no one knows what it is. And trust me, it is not nonsense. It is structured. It follows the normal language of this world, and it is not gibberish. It is structured and it follows rules. But the code or language is not known. So we must ask, is it a language, or a hoax, or something deeper? Because the harder you try to solve it, the more it stares back at you. And trust me, this is where the mystery and the mind game begin from. So people have tried to crack it, and why did they fail? You see, over the past years, trust me, as humans, we try to go into the unknown so that we can do the best. People have tried to do it, and over the manuscript, over the century, the Voynich Manuscript has been taken from places for people to read. Even codebreakers, cryptologists from CIA, NSA have come, linguists from what up to rest has come. Even AI algorithm built to detect and crack code try to do it, but that's the issue. It stays the same. Why? Because it keeps them hooked. The manuscript behaves so intelligent that it is so intense. It behaves so intelligently for it to be nonsense. Trust me, it follows the zip law. which is a linguistic rule that real languages obey. It's like a grammar-like structure. It has structure, word repetition, syntax. In other words, it looks like a language, but we don't know what language it looks like. Or it even comes from 8 known families. Trust me, it's like the manuscript is playing mind games of human psychology. It's trying to try to work with our brain. Let me tell you, it's like I give you clue every time you need, but the answer will never come. That's what it says. It said I give you clue anytime you come here, but the answer will never come. Is that a riddle from a genius? No! Or the perfect troll from the 15th, 20th century. Either way, the mind games continues. Because, so what is inside this book and why is it so weird? Number 1, it has botanical section. You see, this one contains drawings of plants that does not match any known species. Some look almost right. Some have leaves, roots, or fruit that doesn't even exist. We have the astronomical sections. This one contains star charts, zodiac signs, cosmic rays, but with symbols and alignment that breaks known system. We have the pharmaceutical section, known as jars and recipes, was written in some strange scripts. Recipe for what? For whom? Why are they being used? Every image seems meaningful until you try to define it. Really, that is the trap. That is the mind game. Each drawing said decodes me, but nothing aligns. Anytime you come near to it, it gives you a clue, but the answer will never come. This book says. So we have segments that have theories, some genius, some wide. So what do people really think the Voynich Manuscript is all about? Is it a lost language or a cipher? Some people believe that it's written in dead language, like marked by a clever code, but no one knows the language. Many people that it's not from this world. Some believe that it's a hoax, like others argue that it was just a medieval prank designed to trick reality into thinking that it was valuable, and so many things. Some people believe that it's just a mental exercise or spiritual tool. Some mystics believe that the manuscript was designed for a non-verbal communication or a spiritual trigger, forcing the reader to abandon logic. That is their own opinion. Some people believe that it was written by alien or divine origin. But that is the message. From another word, that is where it comes from, because every theory is a mirror. Really not the manuscript, but the mind of the reader. Meaning that whatever you think of shows your own perspective of the manuscript, not what the manuscript is all about. So that is the game, that is the mystery behind it, because people are always saying one thing or the other. So why are we so obsessed with this manuscript? Because people try to do it over years. Because as humans, there is the hunger for answers, the fear of not knowing it, the hope that maybe somebody will not be able to solve it. Some people believe that maybe it's not just a manuscript, maybe something that will give them superpowers to be better. Some people believe that it's a mental maze where every scholar, student, or even AI becomes a player. Meaning that the writer is trying to let us know that he or she is the one in charge, not you. And the deeper you go into, the more you question that is this puzzle meant to be even solved, or to just be left alone? Or what is the point of the manuscripts? Or do you even try to what is it? Why do you? And the issue is that this manuscript reflects the very edge of our intellect. It is challenging us, teasing us, or maybe just laughing at us, saying that let me try to see how they are going to decipher what is inside me. And you see, it's your turn, mystery lover. I want you to go online to the digitalized Voynich Manuscript. I want you to go and search for it. Look at each page. Tell me, what do you think? Study it. Look at it yourself. What does it feel like to you? What does it feel like to you? Could it be about medicine, a map, a guide? What do you think it's telling? What is your own opinion? I want to go online, go to the digitalized version of it. Check it. Read through it, each part. What do you think is this saying? Is it a story? Is it laughing at us? Is it teasing us? Is it trying to let us say, no, you cannot solve it? And that is the real mind game, because it's trying to work to tell us that there's a place where you abandon logic and sense and so many things at all. And that's it. As you go to this episode, remember, some mysteries are not meant to be solved, trust me, but to be experienced. And the Voynich Manuscript never revealed its meaning, even till today. But it reveals our own curiosity, our obsession, our drive to understand the unknown. That is the magic, that is the mystery behind it, because It's draw us from our logic. Try to let us know that there's much more to what we can think in our logic sense. And I'm your host, TKD. And trust me, this section has been making me to think, like, what's this thing all about? Why was it written? Was he trying to say something? Just like you, I'm also working on it. And trust me, this is brought to you by STUDIO77. And trust me, the next week is going to be more interesting than this because I have something juicy for you guys. Something that you guys will think, solve, seek, so many things that you'll be like, oh, don't use again for us, because you have to think. That is the purpose of this show. I want seekers, solvers, people that can think, and so many more. And this brings us to the end of this episode on Mystery and Mind Game, brought to you by STUDIO77. And I'm your host, TKD. Then join me next week where we shift from unreadable books to amazing wonders around us. Until then, keep your mind sharp, your questions open, and never stop wondering about things around you. Thank you.